your heart was shattered. You swore you'd never let anyone in again. But here you are, still breathing, still searching, still hoping. What if the pain that broke you is also the doorway to your healing? Welcome, my friend. Today we're stepping into one of the hardest, but also most beautiful journeys. Learning how to open your heart again after you've been hurt. This isn't about forgetting the pain or pretending it did, it's about reclaiming your power to love, to trust, and to live fully once more. If this message speaks to you, stay until the end. And if it touches your heart, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, because you never know who else might need these words tonight. Let's start here. Pain changes us. Sometimes it makes us smaller. We build walls, lock doors, throw away the keys. We tell ourselves, never again. But here's the truth. Those walls don't just keep out the hurt. They keep out the light too. When we close our hearts, we're not protecting ourselves. We're slowly suffocating the very part of us that longs to feel alive. It's like trying to shield a flower from the rain, only to realize we've also blocked out the sun. We become shadows of who we once were, afraid to reach out, afraid to feel. But you, my friend, you're still here, still breathing, still hoping. That spark within you, no matter how faint, is proof that your story isn't over. It's proof that somewhere deep inside, you know there's more to life than hiding from pain. It's okay to take time. Healing doesn't demand that you run back into love recklessly. First you rest, you breathe, you give yourself permission to grieve. This isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's honoring the depth of what you've experienced, acknowledging that real love leaves real marks. Sit with the silence. Listen to your own heartbeat. Ask yourself, what have I learned from the pain? What part of me is stronger because of it? These questions aren't easy, but they're necessary. They're the first steps on the path back to yourself. This is the soil where healing begins, the pause before the new song starts. It's in these quiet moments that we begin to hear our own voice again, to remember who we were before the hurt clouded our vision. How do you begin to open again? Not with fireworks, not with grand gestures. Healing starts small. It's in the moments you might overlook if you weren't paying attention. It's in the way you let yourself enjoy a sunset without wondering if you deserve its beauty. It's in the deep breath you take when you realize you've laughed without holding back. Smile back at the stranger on the street. Let yourself enjoy the warmth of a friend's hug. Write a love letter to yourself, even if your hand trembles. These are tiny cracks in the wall, letting light pour through. Remember, opening your heart again doesn't mean rushing into romance. It means letting life touch you without fear. It's about rediscovering the joy in simple pleasures. The taste of your favorite food, the sound of rain on the roof, the feeling of fresh sheets against your skin. These small moments of presence are like gentle knocks on the door of your heart, reminding you that beauty still exists, that you are still capable of feeling it. Love will always carry risk. Yes, you might get hurt again, but here's the paradox. The very thing that makes love fragile is what makes it sacred. When you open your heart, you're saying, I am brave enough to let life touch me. I am willing to feel because feeling is living. This courage, this willingness to be vulnerable again, is not naivety. It's strength in its purest form. It's looking at the scars life has given you and saying, these are proof of my resilience, not reasons to hide. Think of it like this. A broken bone, when healed properly, often becomes stronger at the point where it was fractured. Your heart, having weathered storms, has the potential to love even more deeply, more authentically than before. You now know the value of genuine connection, of relationships built on trust and mutual respect. So, if your heart is heavy, I want you to hear this. You are not broken. You are becoming. Pain has carved out deeper spaces in you, and those spaces are ready to be filled with joy, with love, with a life that feels expansive. These new depths within you, they're not just voids left by pain. They're reservoirs of empathy, of understanding, of a love that's richer and more nuanced than before. You've seen the shadows, so now you can truly appreciate the light. And when you're ready, open the door, even just a little. The world is waiting for the love only you can give, because that's the beautiful truth. Your capacity to love, to connect, to make a difference in someone's life hasn't diminished. If anything, it's grown. Start small. Maybe it's letting a friend in on how you're really feeling. Perhaps it's adopting a pet, nurturing a living being without the complexities of human relationships. Or it could be volunteering, channeling your energy into making the world a little brighter for others. As you take these steps, remember to be gentle with yourself. Healing isn't linear. There will be days when you feel like you're back at square one, when the pain feels as fresh as ever. That's okay. It's part of the process. On those days, wrap yourself in self-compassion. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear friend going through the same thing. And on the good days, celebrate them. Really let yourself feel the joy, the lightness, the hope. These moments are precious gifts, reminders of the resilience of the human spirit, your spirit. Remember, too, that opening your heart doesn't mean forgetting the lessons you've learned. You can be open and discerning. You can be loving and have boundaries. In fact, healthy boundaries are essential to maintaining an open heart. They're not walls, they're filters, allowing the good in while keeping you safe from harm. As you continue on this journey, surround yourself with people who support your healing. Seek out those who understand that recovery takes time, who celebrate your small victories, who hold space for your pain without trying to fix it. These connections are lifelines, reminding you that you're not alone in this process. Consider, too, the power of professional support. A therapist or counselor can provide tools and perspectives that make the journey of healing smoother. There's no shame in seeking help. It's a sign of strength, of commitment to your own well-being. And as you heal, as you slowly open your heart again, you might find yourself becoming a beacon for others who are where you once were. Your story, your journey back to love and trust, could be the very thing that gives someone else hope. Never underestimate the power of shared experiences, of knowing that someone else has walked this path and found their way back to the light. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. If these words stirred something inside you, please subscribe, like, and share this video with someone who may be walking the same path. Together, we can remind the world that healing is possible, and that love always finds a way back in. Remember, your heart is still beating, which means your story isn't finished yet. The chapters ahead are waiting to be written, and they hold the promise of joy, of connection, of a love that's deeper and more authentic than anything you've known before. You've weathered the storm. Now, it's time to dance in the rain, to feel the sun on your face, to let your heart beat in rhythm with the world around you. Because you, my friend, are not just surviving, you're on the verge of thriving. And the world is so ready for the love you have to give.